Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. Folks, a bold new statement from House Speaker Pelosi to Republicans saying, hey, support the stimulus checks because they help boost the economy. And the Speaker's position is validated based on the most recent retail sales numbers that just emerged. A lot of economists predicted that, the jump would be 1%, but the jump was 5.3% in the month of January. And in December, we were down 1%. This was the first month, January, the first month we had such a big jump compared to the last 7 months. The last time we had something remotely like this was in September last year, and a lot of that had to do with the unemployment benefits and the effect of the stimulus check. So basically, Speaker Pelosi is looking at the most recent numbers, the most recent retail sales numbers to say, hey, this happened because of the second stimulus check, the $600 stimulus check. So it's now time to not waste any time. It's time to not play games, not play political games. No more shenanigans, Republicans. It's time to pass the $1,400 stimulus checks. Pass it or get out of the way. Pretty strong comments from Speaker Pelosi. In fact, let's take a look at the speaker's comments on your screen right now. Now, the speaker is responding to Heather Cagle, who works for the Washington Post, who's an economics reporter, some outstanding articles from Heather. And Speaker Pelosi replies, January $600 direct payments finally brought a glimmer of hope, a 5.3% surge in retail sales. These strong retail numbers prove that direct payments, meaning stimulus checks, not only provide urgently needed relief, they also boost our economy. Pretty strong comments from Speaker Pelosi. And Speaker Pelosi also writes in a follow-up tweet, the $1,400 direct relief payments included in the American Rescue Plan will help families, small businesses, and local economies, and it is supported by a bipartisan majority, 75% of the country. It's time for Republicans to listen to reason and get out of the way. Pretty strong comments, folks. Now, I have mentioned this elsewhere on our channel, and I have mentioned that for the Biden administration, what they want to do is get an early popular victory. They want to pass this massive $1.9 trillion stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan, and then do something that is bipartisan, that a lot of policymakers from the Republican side and the Democrat side agree with, which is infrastructure. That's going to be the Build Back Better agenda. And so that is essentially the political plan for Democrats. In the meantime, House Speaker Pelosi is saying we need to get this $1.9 trillion stimulus package done. In fact, let's show you an official release on the Speaker's website. You'll see this on your screen right now. This is the headline of the release on Speaker Pelosi's website. I'll provide you with a link to this in the description section below so you can check it out. The Speaker writes, COVID relief checks boosted economy. Republicans want to stop it from happening again. After months of troubling economic reports, January finally saw a glimmer of hope. And so again, Speaker Pelosi is essentially, emphasizing the importance of the $1,400 stimulus checks. She writes, it is critical that we build on this boost by putting $1,400 stimulus checks into the pockets of struggling Americans, an essential part of the Biden administration's American Rescue Plan. The country is looking for action, for progress, and for solutions to the crisis we're facing. Unfortunately, congressional Republicans overwhelmingly oppose proposed relief plans, and instead of proposing ideas to help our country out of this crisis, Republicans have been attempting to cut benefits for millions of Americans. And Speaker Pelosi continues, through their relentless opposition to additional help for hardworking American families and small business owners across the country. I mean, if we pay attention to the way this release is written, it's written to position the Republicans as the enemy. Politics, folks, is about timing, it's about opportunity, and it's about tribalism. Timing, this is the right time because Americans need this stimulus. This is the right opportunity for the Biden administration to have an early legislative victory. And tribalism, politics is always about us versus them. Former President Trump does this, and now new reports are surfacing that former President Trump is going to be giving interviews to Fox News and Newsmax and all the other networks today, and a lot of his family members are considering political careers. And the tribalism component, it's us against them, is used by both sides. And you can see Speaker Pelosi also using the component of tribalism. It's us on one side, them on the other. Let's get back to the statement from Speaker Pelosi. Through their relentless opposition to additional help for hardworking Americans, hardworking American families and small business owners across the country, Republicans are disregarding economic experts and ignoring the will of the American people. But this is not a moment in the country when obstructionism from the Republican Party will be rewarded. Pretty strong comments. And Speaker Pelosi points out experts across the political spectrum agree. Trump's own chairman of the Council for Economic Advisors told CNN he absolutely supports the framework of President Biden's stimulus plan, and Moody's Analytics found the plan will create 10 million additional American jobs between 2021 and 2022. The American people support additional relief. More than 75% of Americans support an additional round of $1,400 stimulus checks, and more than 65% support a comprehensive package, including state and local aid, expanded unemployment benefits, which, by the way, the $300 week unemployment booster ends on the 14th of March. So there is a lot of support for that, as you would expect. This is where Speaker Pelosi takes a direct shot at the Republicans. This part is important. If Republicans won't listen to experts or their constituents, perhaps they can follow common sense. Wow. The American people and small businesses across the country are struggling to make ends meet. A survey from the Federal Reserve found that 9 million small business owners fear their businesses will not survive the pandemic without more government relief. And folks, I do believe small businesses represent the future of our country. The small businesses account for more than 50% of the jobs in our country, and a lot of small businesses, specifically those in travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality, have been decimated. Some industries like healthcare have not been impacted. In fact, they're bouncing back stronger than ever. But there are industries that have been completely decimated as a result of this. Let's get back to the end of Speaker Pelosi's statement. A survey from the Federal Reserve found that 9 million small business owners fear their businesses won't survive the pandemic without more government relief. The direct payments, meaning the stimulus checks, have proven time and again their efficacy in supporting the American people while also stimulating our economy and helping those businesses in need. This is a very precisely crafted statement to throw the Republicans under the bus and position them as the bad guys who don't want stimulus. Let's look at the last statement from Speaker Pelosi today. The $1,400 direct relief payments included in the American Rescue Plan will help families, small businesses, and local economies, and it is supported by a bipartisan majority of the country. It's time for Republicans to listen to reason and get out of the way. So, folks, that is what is happening. Pretty incredible comments from Speaker Pelosi. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree with Speaker Pelosi's comments. Very strong statements from Speaker Pelosi, basically saying, get out of the way. I appreciate you watching. If you learned something new, please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.